Welcome, Earthlings! From the minds of Dylan Oltoft and Rob McNair, we bring you Laughing on a Prayer!
Dylan, what does the Scouter say about our podcast level?
It's over 9,000! Master, it seems that the podcast has just begun. Would you like me to activate the proximity alert virus?
I'm just a podcaster for fun.
What did you say? Hey, that's my line! It's time to do while podcasting.
Yeah, definitely know what that means.
Pokemon quote.
Oh shit!
What anime is that from?
I'm trying to remember the quote for the thing.
Digimon, Digital Monsters.
That's not Pokemon though.
No, but it's still anime. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Laughing on a Prayer
Podcast! Sorry, there we go.
That was actually really good. As you can tell, we are definitely getting, me and Rob are slapping on our strap-ons and we are going in raw for a fervent nerddom expedition into the complete weeaboo tradition that is anime.
Exactly. We're here for fun. We're number one.
And then just numb.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the rest. That's just the only.
Today in the
I like One Punch Man, basically. That's the opening lyrics in English.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Today, me and Rob are going to be discussing our favourite animes, both nostalgically and presently, because I don't know about you, Rob, but I still watch a shit ton of anime.
Yeah, I'm kind of new to anime, but as I think we have probably mentioned in a previous episode, you were actually the guy that turned me on to anime.
I love turning you on, Rob.
Yeah, exactly. You were the guy that turned me on to anime back in 2013, 14, or some...
No way, we've known each other that long.
Have
Holy
we?
shit.
No, maybe not that, but...
I think maybe one of the first things I introduced you to was maybe like the famous Miyazaki films, was it? Or maybe? Or...
I was well aware of Miyazaki, yeah. But you turned me on to stuff like Attack on Titan. And
yes.
Stuff like that, which I'd heard about, but I'd never really got into.
Have you ever read a manga?
No, I've actually not. But I'm very new to it. But you're the guy that really got me interested into this kind of whole sort of community and stuff like that. Because like
it's like a whole different world of animation.
Yeah, exactly. I had absolutely no idea sort of what was going on, but you spoke with such enthusiasm about it. I was just like, oh, I should probably.
Such a geek.
I was like, oh, I should probably, Yeah, I was like, oh, like.
Would you say you fell in love?
Fell in love. I certainly had an infatuation. Bit of fling.
You brought up a point before, and as a shot at Western animators about how beautiful Eastern animators are, and how lazy Western animation tends to look for adults.
No, definitely. That is one thing that definitely caught me about anime is how, and probably going to get some shit for this, but I don't care. Things like.
No one's listening past this point. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Past the 3 minute.
They've dropped their sub and like and moved on.
Yeah. Things like like Big Mouth.
As seen on Netflix.
As seen on Netflix. Big Mouth. BoJack Horseman.
Oh, I love that.
There's something PD or something like that.
Oh, Paradise PD.
Yeah, Paradise PD.
Me and my partners watched them all.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Very dark humour. Did you not like that?
F is found it. No, I found it incredibly insufferable. But one of the things.
Oh yeah, F is a family because what was it? Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. Yeah, to be fair, I love Bill Burr as a stand-up comedian. However,
good at rank comedy.
My point is that all of them, like their animation is just so ugly and.
Yeah.
Not pleasant to look at. Whereas anime, even if I don't get the story, even if I don't understand it, it's very artistic. It's very, it's gripping to look at, even if you don't understand the story. Whereas I feel that Western comedy has this kind of, this weird kind of theme of like, oh, well, if it's cartoons for adults, then it has to look ugly. It's
Maybe
like,
that
why?
started with things like Beavis and Butthead and shit like
Yeah.
that, because cartoons for adults in the West wasn't wildly a thing. Maybe only in the 80s and 90s did it really start to take off, because there was a lot of pushback when animators first wanted to do cartoons for adults in the Western entertainment world sort of thing, because it'd always been seen for kids. So when animators wanted to try and make adult content and portray it through animation, there was a lot of pushback. That's why Beavis and Butthead was only ever on like MTV as like little short skits, and it took a long while for that sort of thing to become accepted.
Yeah.
Even today, when like, for example, Sausage Party first came out in cinemas, dipshit parents went in there thinking it was for kids with their kids.
Yeah, the thing is though, it's like, come on, like, you fucking idiots saw what the rating was on the film. All right, it said it was.
No, they didn't. They saw the poster and then just they switched off their brain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look, I didn't see it was a 15.
But even today, there is still that stigma about cartoons only being for kids. Like you say, for example, if we were
certainly in the Western world.
If we were single, thank fuck we're not, and we were trying to pick up girls, I don't know, at a funeral or a bar mitzvah or whatever, and our opening line was how much we enjoyed watching anime, are we going to score?
No. But I think...
I love my go-to is funeral and bar mitzvah. I don't know.
Bar mitzvah.
I don't know why those are my two.
Depends where you are.
It's just I wouldn't go to a club, and I haven't tried to pick up a woman in like 5 or 6 years, so I just had nowhere in my mind to think of.
I think that some of it is just, so. For instance, I don't know why. I don't know why it is that I don't know, sort of Western cartoons find the need to make their animations ugly and as sort of clunky as possible. But
maybe they lack budget. Maybe they don't get. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's not really well respected in the West. Even today, despite The Simpsons and Futurama being huge, like Family Guy, about huge cultural things. I think those look a bit crisper, don't they? Family Guy,
but they don't look. They're not like necessarily pleasant. Not necessarily pleasant, but like. So, for instance, like Invincible, you've watched Invincible.
Oh, love Invincible.
Yeah, I mean, and that's could that be considered an anime? But either way, it looks glorious.
It's really
it's
good.
really like just the way it looks and the way that it's presented is incredibly. It's eye catching.
Did you watch Ninja Batman on Netflix?
Yes.
The animation on that was very interesting. One thing I particularly enjoyed, do you remember the bit with Joker and Harley as farmers? And the animation completely changed during that. It was like watercolours or something. It was like really faded. Like I love shit like that.
And even like you've seen Kill Bill?
Of course.
Yeah, there's
the bit where they animated the girl.
Exactly. And it makes it it's glorious to watch. I mean,
watch our Tarantino episode for more about that.
It's cartoonish, but I personally I don't like this trend of like, Western animated stuff. It has to look ugly because for whatever. Like even South Park. Like South Park is very funny. Don't get me wrong, but it's not pleasant. It's not something that you look at. But the great artwork.
I mean, the writing's great. I just don't know why they're not allowed the budget with it. Because again, BoJack Horseman. You agree, even the first season of Big Mouth, and in a lot of adult things like the writing.
Big Mouth, like all of the Big Mouth.
Again, I said
looked fucking
that's
awful.
the thing, but the writing, like the content is good, but they just put it to the wrong picture.
Yeah, but it's like okay, so you've got great writing. What is holding you back from making it look nice? Like what is it that you guys are like? Why can't you make it look nice? Make it look nice. Come on, right? Because people look and they hear. So why are you only giving people 50% of the shit? You know, why are you making these fucking dead-eyed, big, fucking lipped? Fucking characters that look fucking disgusting. Like, why don't you make it look nice? It's give everyone the full Monty.
I mean, even Western cartoons growing up as kids weren't great, like Fairly Odd Parents or Dexter's Lab. I mean, Ren and Stimpy had some interesting animation, but I'd say a lot of Western cartoons growing up and all that sort of thing, even Disney Channel shit, not good.
And I think that's the thing with animation. Is the fact
that's why everyone loved Pokemon and Digimon so much, because it looked good.
Yeah. And that's the thing with animation. You can do whatever you want. It's animated. You can do whatever you want. You are not constrained by, real
when
life
Disney
stuff.
movies were hand drawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, even early Disney stuff tends to be quite good.
You can do whatever you want. So why you've got all this stuff that you can do? So why don't you do it? Whereas things like Miyazaki, right? Spirited Away. That was the first anime film that I saw, and that film, even to this day, I rewatched it
So beautiful.
a couple of months ago. It's gorgeous.
The thing with Miyazaki, and it's the same in his other ones like Princess Mononoke or Howl's Moving Castle, what they do is they actually animate over paintings.
Yeah.
They will have painted scenery, actual painted things, and they'll animate over that. So everything you're seeing is beautifully artistic and all that, like genuinely painted, and they animate over that, and it looks. That's the thing. It looks amazing because it's actually painted.
Yeah. And
it's amazing.
Is made. It's like there's so many. I mean, I suppose I could probably say like South Park. I get South Park's is in its own sort of thing, but even South Park, they have that episode where they animate their characters like anime.
Oh, the anime episode! Yeah. I love that episode.
Hey, let's go kick ass.
Oh, the song "Let's Fighting Love."
Yeah, exactly.
Protect my balls.
Hey, let's go kick ass.
They did another similar thing with Princess Kenny when they were doing the Black Friday trilogy sort of thing. It goes without saying that Matt Stone and Trey Parker are massive anime fans as well.
But it's and I guess I'll let off South Park because South Park is its own sort of thing. But I don't get things like Rick and Morty, BoJack Horseman, F is Family. Like these things where they feel like a Big Mouth. Where they're like, oh yeah, it's an adult cartoon, therefore all the characters and everything has to look disgusting and ugly. It's like, why? Like why is that? Like, who thought that? Like, what's wrong with making it look good?
I think maybe it's because the material is very down to earth and very naturalistic, whereas in anime all the material is fucking out the world bonkers. So you might need cutting edge graphics to go along with that. Whereas again, something in F is for Family, that's domestic, that's like suburban neighborhood drama shit. So obviously, if you have stellar animation around that, the two might not mesh together.
Well, it's not about the stellar animation, it's the fact that they've designed the characters to look ugly and disgusting.
And again, maybe that's what fits with the content.
But look at Attack on Titan. Like, that's definitely not a kid's thing, is it? But
I don't know, I'd love to show my kids that stuff. See this? Life will not be easy. Yeah, look at this shit.
Yeah, but there's loads of anime that definitely isn't for children. Isn't there? And
absolutely.
And so, stay
tuned for our hentai episode.
Yeah, sorry. So I don't get I just really don't like. It's an adult cartoon, therefore we have to make the characters look just weird and awful. It's like
the only justification I can think of is the thing I said before, where maybe they're just trying to make it match the writing. But that's a very feeble argument.
Big Mouth was basically.
Could you imagine if Japanese artists if actually anime people made an anime Mori or Connie? Oh, anime Connie would look too sexy. I'd probably be a furry because regular Big Mouth Connie's kind of hot. Anime Connie would be too much for me.
I don't know, man. Like Big Mouth for me, I basically I have a very difficult time watching it.
Even the first season.
Yeah, it's just not like I've rewatched it loads of times and it's just kind of bad now. Actually, like I watched it first, I was like, okay, shock humor, I get it, because I love like nasty stuff like that. But then I watched it again, I was like, do you know what? Actually, it's just weak.
At first, when you first watched that, were you uncomfortable with the fact you knew these were kids talking about this shit? Even though that's the whole point, it's like self-discovery.
No, I watched it when I first watched it. I was like, yeah, okay, it's shocking because it's their kids. Oh look, they're pushing barriers. All right, it's shocking. Okay, I like shocking stuff. I like that stuff.
They even sometimes showed full frontal.
Yeah, exactly. Like for sure, they even got fucking like a young girl masturbating with it. I was like, oh fuck yeah, for her. But then I was like. Yeah.
They had the main boy character. I don't remember a girl doing that.
Yeah, no.
Jesse. Wasn't that in the second season?
Yeah, and was it the second? It doesn't matter. But then the thing is, I was like, you know what? Actually, this just isn't actually that clever. It's just like, it's just like, and then even the thing is, they do like the fucking breaking the fourth wall. It's like, oh no, I hope it's not inappropriate if it's animated. right, oh yeah, you brought attention to the fact it's animated.
At first, you thought they were having a really clever narrative on the anxiety behind self-discovery at the point of you leaving adolescence. But as it droned on, it kind of became really apparent they didn't have much to say beyond that.
Yeah, and I get the idea of having like a hormone monster. That's really cool. But then they have like, oh yeah, some people can see him, some people can't.
Yeah, they're very
inconsistent. And it was never consistent. It was like,
I was wondering why the adults never remembered their hormone monster.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
If everyone's always had one.
But then it's all brought back. Like I never watched much anime.
Well, that's the thing. You said I introduced you to watch it, but you never watched Pokemon or Digimon or Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I watched Dragon Ball Z.
Everyone did. We'll get into that. Yeah, I'm a slut for that. Dragon Ball Super sucks. Go on.
Let's get into that. I did watch Dragon Ball Z, but I was kind of a kid, so I didn't really really get into.
It's violence. What's there not to get into?
Yeah, exactly. So that was it. But I know that there's definitely a deeper story.
Well,
into it.
The King Xenu that rules over the entire universe finds itself the Saiyan race overruled by Beerus the Destroyer, who, I'm not gonna fucking delay all that. Basically, Dragon Ball Z, which is the sequel to the series Dragon Ball, was an adaptation by Akira Toriyama of the famous story Journey to the West. Okay. Have you ever heard of that?
No. Please explain. And everybody else's.
Journey to the West, which has probably influenced about 9,000 animes. And
over 9,000?
Hey!
See, I know
and
stuff.
Probably a lot of crappy Western media that didn't understand the original content. There's a lot of games. It's basically actually also inspiration for the famous Japanese warlord Hideyoshi, also referred to as the Monkey King, who served under Lord Nobunaga until he was betrayed by Mitsuhide Akechi.
The Monkey King?
Yeah.
That's not a great name.
Well, he was playful. Anyway, so Journey to the West basically is the famous story about... Basically, it's a sort of like... I guess you could say it's sort of like... How do I say this? Like the Eastern version of the first fish out of water story. Basically, even in the story, the Monkey King coming to the West. From the East meets West is basically the premise of the story, and Goku in that story is the Monkey King, because he has a tail, he's a Saiyan from the same race, sent to Earth to destroy... Basically, Goku has the same backstory as Superman. His planet got destroyed, and he was sent on a spaceship to Earth. Except he was sent there to destroy it, but he bashed his head on a rock and forgot his mission details.
So the reason why he is the way that he is because he got a concussion.
Yes. Goku is technically brain damaged.
Hope starts with an H, stupid.
Yeah, both. To be fair, Goku and Superman pretty much ripped off the story of Moses. So, you know.
Yeah. Just chucked in a basket.
Yeah, the family fucking wiped out, discovered by other parents and raised and all that shit.
The only other one was that knocked his head on a rock.
Yeah, well, if he hadn't done that, he would have turned into the giant ape Ozaru and destroyed the world. Only during the full moon, though.
So it's probably good that he got a concussion.
Yes. It is very good that the infant baby got a concussion.
Yes, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that sounds very Japanese.
It's anime, Rob. You don't question it. You just admire how good it looks.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Which is a...
Continue.
I don't know really what else to say.
As long as it looks good, that's all I care about.
Yeah, anime has a lot of situations where you sort of see what's happening on screen and you just go, oh, Japan. For example, One Punch Man, Terrible Tornado, who is apparently in her 30s. Oh, Japan.
It's like...
You know, who has that skirt and all that sort of thing, looks like she's 8.
And has the voice of a child, yeah.
But is 30.
Japan, isn't it?
Oh, Japan.
It's like, I know you're making a joke because I get that you're aware of Japanese kind of dodgy history with young girls, but yeah.
Well, it's something that's very prevalent in anime. The pornographic term is referred to as lollies, but I'm not going into that because I don't want to. It's gross.
But that's the thing, though. It's just, I don't know. It's like, I know she looks like she's really young, but actually she's 800.
Yeah, she's 1,000 years old, and yeah, but that's not the point. Let's not go into that.
Yeah, this is about anime. This is not about Japanese This is not about Japanese. What's it?
Apparently,
Systematic. This is not about Japan's paedophile problem.
Well, again, like, apparently their age of consent's lower than most Western countries. But
yeah.
Let's not worry about that. But yes, there are tons of tropes and cliches in anime that are absolutely amazing. I once did a comedy video making fun of all those tropes that nobody watched. But
But where could they watch that video? If they wanted to, where could they, Dylan?
Type my name into Facebook and you will come across Anime the Anime, a lovely rendition that hopes on all of the cliches and beloved tropes that anime has to offer. But don't watch the most recent video, I have my arse in pink tights.
Or definitely watch that video because it's beautiful.
In terms of all the anime we've watched over the years, Rob, let's stay a little bit nostalgic. I've got some questions going forward in a few minutes, but let's keep ourselves a little bit nostalgic. Now, you say you watched Dragon Ball Z as a young man. You must have watched Pokemon. I don't really believe you if you said you didn't. It took over the fucking world,
I watched
mate.
parts of Pokemon, yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Have you played the games or anything? The Pokemon cards?
I played the Digimon game on PS1.
Oh, holy shit, I played a Digimon game as well.
There was sort of like...
Mine was an open world game where you'd be assigned a Digimon based on your personality and you had to raise it, stop it shitting itself, and train it into a proper Digimon.
Oh, no, mine was like a sort of Mortal Kombat game where you...
a tournament fighter.
Yeah, it was like you have two players.
Like Tekken.
I don't know what that is.
Okay,
but,
like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like that. So you have two players, you pick your Digimon, you fight each other, and then you kind of build up, and then you can evolve into, stronger Digimon to, defeat the other.
Digivolve.
Yeah, that was it.
Get that
yeah,
evolved shit out
like
of
that.
here.
It was like you have the, and then you could choose your different maps, and it was a Digimon game. You could do that. But no, I do remember watching like some Pokemon. One of my so when I was, as some people know, when I was diagnosed with the old diabetes, I managed to get a TV. I had a TV in my room, and I had to rewatch sort of a loop of different Pokemon episodes, and there was one of them that was really sad. Which was of this guy that had a Charmander, the
and he left it out in the rain.
Yeah, he left it out in the rain.
That's a really early episode.
Yeah. And I had to rewatch that. It was really fucking sad.
Yeah, because if Charmander's flame goes out, it dies.
Yeah, it dies. About this motherfucker that was like, I just let it out because he was a dick. and then Ash.
Best description ever.
And then Ash and Brock and Eevee? No, that's actually a Pokemon.
I will not let you disrespect every adolescent boy's first sexual awakening. That is Misty.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
As a young boy...
Oh, it was her. No.
As a young man, I will admit, I had a crush on Misty.
Oh, man. Jessie's where it's at.
Oh.
Jesse's where it's at, mate.
Jessie is for when you've matured, because Misty was flat, but she was pretty, but Jessie had everything going on.
No, Jessie's where
There's a reason Jessie had a liquor tongue.
I fucking skipped over the other one.
Oh, so much hair to pull.
Jessie's where it's at, mate. Anyway. Moving on.
They're just lines.
Yeah,
they're just lines.
Yeah, just lines. They're just lines and colours and shit. Fuck.
Very curvy lines. And this is from a man that's never watched hentai.
I'm gonna go and fucking take a cold shower right now.
Not without me, damn it. We're carrying this on no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Hail or sleet or storm.
Come hell or high water, boy.
Imagine that. It's like, welcome to the special edition bath episode of Laughing on a Prayer. Me and Rob are in a jacuzzi. Naked. I'm not actually going to be in a fucking bath.
What jacuzzi? I mean, what? Well, it depends.
Does a jacuzzi count as a bath? I don't like to think
jacuzzi, there's a difference. Because a bath is just water. A jacuzzi has bubbles and shit.
So?
Yeah, that's the difference.
Oh, okay then.
Like a bath just has water. A jacuzzi has the bubble thing.
Do you all have an opinion on how hilariously overtly perverse anime is as a whole. There's so many gags and tropes that involve face planting a pair of jubblies and misunderstanding, seeing a girl's underwear. There's a moment of pause so you get a good look at it, and then the girl freaks out and smacks the guy through 10 walls. Master Roshi in the thing was always trying to get his hands jiggling on this and that. Like, as again, from Western animation, like there's such a perversity in anime. I personally love it because I'm a fucking pervert. But it's so bizarre, would you say, how fixated how so much anime needs to be perverse?
It's weird though. It's because it's like because it's like a different culture, isn't it? I mean,
even Pokemon had bikini episodes.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that it's like a different culture and stuff like that. It's like I think.
Oh yes, we're in no way judging other cultures. We're just speculating on the content itself.
Maybe it's even like the fact that we're like British, where British people are quite prudish, and we're just like
I hate that
or whatever. But you know, it's probably like a different thing, and like people's different
puritanical bullshit.
People's different. You know, sort of approaches to kind of more a bit saucy, kind of spicy stuff. You know,
are you a fan of it more? I'm not saying do you get your rocks off to it, but do you find it amusing or fun to watch and all that?
Well, do you know it's weird because I've never watched like that much anime, but you know, I get so like for instance, you know, One Punch Man, for instance, like there is definitely some sort of like undertones about.
I'm trying to think if there's been loads of pervy moments in that. Like...
So, well, there's the what's the guy? The guy who
Puri Prisoner.
Yeah, Prisoner. Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
Another trope in anime that I love. The gay character is always the gay character.
Yeah, the big gay.
It's sort of the way the 90s, again in Western media, approached gay characters, like with Will and Grace and all that. It wasn't that a gay person wasn't proud, far from it. Every time they enter the room, they'd announce it. Hello, I'm gay. It's like Captain Jack in Torchwood. I'm going to gay my way down to the shops and gaily buy myself some gay wine gums and then gay my way home. It's just so unsubtle. It's like, I'm gay. And Puri Prisoner is like, my boyfriend made me that sweater. Yelling while he's butt naked.
To be fair, I
love him as a character.
I love him as a character.
I love him to pieces.
He's angry because, you know, his boyfriend made him that sweater.
And he ripped it by bulking.
Yeah, so by just being like, and he has these angel wings.
I love that in anime as well, how there's always a next level of muscle growth. How you just got to think really hard and you just go, and you just expand and rips clothes.
Yeah.
I love that so much. That's something... anime.
To be fair, he is one of my favourite characters just because he's so fun to watch. Like, whenever he's in... this is One Punch Man, so like whenever he's in it, he's always so entertaining.
I struggle to think of a bad character.
They're all entertaining to watch. I really love. I
don't like that. What's his name? Handsome Amai Mask. That fucking pretty boy piece of shit.
Yeah,
the one with the blue hair. That's like like fuck off.
But I think he's probably like one of those characters that you're meant to hate, isn't he?
Yeah, but I don't care. Saitama would school him.
Yeah.
You know who my partner compared me to on that show? Who? You'll never guess in a million years.
Is it the bike guy? The guy who rides bikes?
No, I was not compared to Moomin fucking Rider. Fuck you for that being your first guess. My partner...
No. I said it wasn't that bike guy. That's what I said. I said it wasn't that bike guy.
Why did that pop in your head, though?
Because that was the first one.
I'm not.
That you're not. Yeah.
What's the first one you think?
The fucking... the dude with the fucking... the guys with the fucking tank tops.
Tank top tiger.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Am I that much of a
did
dick?
I say that? No, I said it definitely wasn't that.
Oh, shut up. My partner
those guys work out.
My partner actually compared me to Silver Fang. Maybe it's because I wear a turtleneck or whatever and do martial arts, but you know the old man and all that sort of thing, that was like Silver Fang. Do you know him on about? The old man.
Oh yeah, but you're not like an old man.
Flowing water, crushing rock. That guy and all that sort of thing.
Yeah,
For some reason, my partner compared me to him.
Yeah, but you're not like an old man though.
I'm not old, but apparently it's because they and again that bit at the end apparently because obviously I'm not bulky like Puri Prisoner. I've got a bit more definition, like closer to him.
Yeah, but you're not like old though.
No, I'm not old. I said compared. I didn't say I was that. Guy.
I feel like if I said that you were him, you'd be like, I'm not old.
It wasn't the worst insult in the world, sort of thing. Because to be fair, that character was kind of a badass. I love Genos. Genos is adorable. The way he tries so hard and always gets fucking wrecked.
I loved how his hair in the thing with against. Oh, what's that fucking dude? Is it Carnage? Carnage something.
Kabuto. Carnage Kabuto.
And then his hair is like this fucking broccoli looking fucking thing. Fucking shit.
I love how beautiful the animation is. Like, even when they're fighting and that whole thing during that fight when he's being smacked around like a pinball, all he's thinking about is the fact that he's missed out on a sale at the start.
I love it. That's the thing that I kind of like about it is like Saitama is that he's like so powerful that he punches, but he's kind of having like this sort of existential crisis. And the same, he's like nothing excites me anymore. I'm just really bored, and so he beats this guy. It's like, oh my god, I missed the fucking market.
It's just another day for him, isn't it? Like, he just has no sense of fear.
I love his existential crisis that he's having. Like, it's just so funny.
Well, that's the thing. I think as One Punch Man is an amazing subversion of anime sort of thing. Because that's the thing. Like, even with the opening scene where the big purple alien that causes a vaccine man, and he starts...
Oh my god, yes!
And he starts having this really long backstory, and every villain that Saitama comes across has this big thing to talk about. Like, what was it Syndrome said? Like, they're more monologuing and all that. And Saitama just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. And then
he just absolutely just... Yeah.
Brother, no!
I was trying to die.
I was like, that's so funny. Like,
I was thinking, like, in a regular anime, you'd have these back and forth drenching speeches, but Saitama's just like, I just do this for fun.
But no,
he has no tragic backstory.
Yeah, exactly.
Saitama just like, I did some push-ups and now I'm God.
And that's the thing, is that that was back in 2014, whatever, when you were telling me about like anime and stuff when we first met.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh yeah, you should watch like Attack on Titan. And it was on Netflix. I was like,
let's chat about that for a bit.
No idea what that was. And you spoke so enthusiastic about it. I was like, oh, I should probably watch it. And then I started watching it. I was like, I get why you like this.
It's so good.
And you got me hooked on it.
Let's take a moment and say how good the animation is.
Oh.
I mean, even compared to other anime.
No, literally.
So good.
And even like the way that they have like, in the first episode, they have...
the tones of the smoke.
They have like jetpacks. They have this giant wall.
Oh, what's the apparatus called? That's strapped to their sides.
But then they've got...
let's move on.
And the way that the Titans are so big and creepy with this big grinning.
Oh yeah, they each have their own unique design.
Sort
and
of smile.
Soulless, sort of consuming, like naked. I mean, they're all naked, and it's all this
it's this whole like world.
Even the female Titan. How much of it's Attack on Titan have you watched?
Oh, I watched the first 5 episodes.
Oh, okay then.
I think I haven't watched much.
So you're not aware of the female Titan?
I can't remember. Well, I mean, I watched it 2014. So
shame, she's hot. But go on.
I mean, but the way that you were like, oh yeah, you should watch this. It's really good. And I watched it. But then again, fucking internet at uni was fucking shit.
Oh yes.
And also we had to do uni shit. So
did we?
When we were at uni, yeah, we had to do uni shit.
I don't remember that. We just go in, act like a tree, and get a degree, didn't we?
Well, you did.
Oh, fuck's sake. I can never make these jokes with him, for fuck's sake. Get your partner in here, I can make the joke to her.
That'll never happen, my friend.
Oh, it was...
Oh, yeah, because you guys both got degrees and I didn't.
Oh! And who gives a fuck?
Yeah, no one.
Exactly. But no,
But anyway, the point is...
The animation was fantastic. The story was good as well.
It's like,
Which of the because there were three of them, wasn't there? There was the reconnaissance corps, the people that defended the wall, and the military police. Which one would you join if you were in that universe?
Oh god, that's a difficult one.
Recon, the wall, or the military police?
I guess recon, because I could...
You go out in the field to fight the Titans head on?
No. Recon.
Yeah.
I'd go out there and observe, and then report back to the people that actually fought.
So you go out where the Titans are there the most, outside the protection of the walls.
Yeah, do you know how much pussy I'll be able to get? Yeah, man, recon. Pretty fucking good.
You didn't pay attention to a lot of the anime when it was really emphasised how many of the recon people die horribly.
Yeah.
Maybe. All of them. Every time they go outside the walls, they come back and they've lost 20 people and the others are maimed and shit.
Yeah, but,
Okay, drowning pussy, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way I'm going to die.
Drowning in pussy.
That's what I get. No, you got me onto it. You were like, oh yeah, you should watch this. I was like, okay, I'll watch this for I'll check it out. I was like, oh shit, this is actually I get kind of why, I definitely get why people are into anime now.
Have you watched any of the animes on Netflix? No. Castlevania or any of that?
I watched One Punch Man.
There's
I watched when Death Note was on there.
Holy
Death Note
shit.
was on there for a little bit.
You're going to regret bringing up Death Note to me.
I don't think I will. To be fair, I only watched one episode. I didn't get it.
I'm a saucy, dynamic slut for Death Note.
Right.
During my teens, I was obsessed with two things.
Death Note, go.
Death Note and Saw. Which probably explains so much about me. Quick shout out to my...
Who would you rather have as an enemy?
What, Light Yagami or Saw? Jigsaw?
Yeah.
Probably Light Yagami, because he could just write my name in the Death Note and kill me. At least with Jigsaw, I have a chance to live.
So it'd be Jigsaw then.
But then again, Light Yagami would need to know my face as well as my name, or he wouldn't be able to do it.
So it'd be Jigsaw then.
How familiar are you with Death Note now that you've brought it up? Before I start waggling on.
Well, I'm more familiar with Jigsaw. The fact that you probably have.
I think Saw could work really well as an anime. Imagine that! I'd watch that. If it had all been anime.
Oh, definitely.
If it had all been an anime.
Can you imagine if Saw had the same anime as animation as Kill Bill and shit?
Oh shit! And to be fair to
Saw could definitely have done that.
To be fair to Saw, they used a lot of practical effects.
Like the fucking bear trap one that fucking snaps bear. That could definitely be animated.
And how elaborate could the traps be with animation at your disposal?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
There should be a Saw anime.
Yeah.
Someone in the comments, get that ball rolling. You probably know the director, internet.
What, Quentin Tarantino?
No, the people that own Saw. Go and harass the makers. Have them commission an anime of it.
That's not a legal thing. He does not speak for me. Don't harass anyone.
Wait, am I not allowed to condone harassment over the internet?
You're not even allowed to condone jokes over the internet. So. Anyway, what were we talking about?
R. Kelly's guilty.
You were talking about...
Death Note.
Death Note. Okay, so I will admit that I watched probably a couple of episodes of Death Note, and then it got taken off Netflix.
Well, here's a really easy question. Say you found a Death Note, would you use it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Bear in mind, again, nerddom coming out here, the rules of the Death Note state that anyone that uses it can neither go to heaven nor hell.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to either.
No, but realistically...
Mate, I live in West-of-Supermare.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
But genuinely, you would forego an afterlife if you used the Death Note.
Yeah. No. I would forgive an afterlife.
What would you use it for?
Well, the thing is, I'm a good guy, so I would name all of the names of the Teletubbies. That have taken over Afghanistan. Kill all those fuckers.
And someone won't just take their place?
Teletubbies.
Power vacuum?
Nah, doesn't matter.
Okay. Then what? There's always a...
I don't know. I'll be fucking dead. I won't know.
How will you be dead? You think it's going to take you the whole rest of your life to write that? By the way, the rules of the Death Note state, you need to have a face and a name. So you can't just have the
Yeah,
names.
did you not see the newspaper? It's got all the faces and the names there.
Okay. So no one else in the world you want to get rid of? I know for a fact there are a few people you're not fond of. Would you not be tempted to write their name in the
Oh,
death note?
no. I would do them myself.
Also, bear in mind, you can write whatever circumstances of their death you want.
No, I do them myself. I do them myself, man. You know? Like, it's like, I could death note them, but I won't. I'm going to do them myself. It's going to be personal.
Okay.
All right? I mean, you must have some enemies that you want to personally take care of, for sure. Surely?
But that's the thing, because I've watched the anime, I would hesitate to use the Death Note because I know the rules and I know the outcomes and all that sort of thing. So if I Death Note came in my hand, I can throw it and scarper in the other way. But it would be cool to meet a Shinigami. Shinigamis are death gods.
Well, but that's the thing, though. It's like, I have a list of the people I want to kill.
You're going to check it twice?
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm going to find out who's going to be raped and who's going to be spliced.
It would be good to, like, write down the name of rapist. Like, imagine if you could just get rid of, like, oh, shit, should I say this? Like Bill Cosby or R. Kelly and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think maybe I should hesitate on the second name before he gets his verdict out, even though it's obvious he's done it.
Well, it doesn't matter, but you could do that. Like if you knew, like, a rapist.
For legal reasons,
even, like,
this is all opinion, none of it is fact. What do you have to say, like, disclaimer and all
I was going to say, hypothetically...
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Hypodermically.
Yeah.
Do you think...
Well, almost hypodermically, because you have to stick something in someone that way.
Thanks, now I'm aroused.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good for you.
Thank you.
It's good for you.
Again, it's in our established canon that we record these naked, so...
Yeah. No. I just wanted to make sure you actually were aroused.
Well, that's why the table's tilting.
I mean, I knew that you... I'm not saying that you would lie to me or anything like that. You know, I'm not accusing you.
Which means now the table's facing the other way, because it was already tilting from your direction.
No, it flipped around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but the point is, it's like, you know, if you hypothetically had the, you know, turn up in a prison cell, be like, oh, Harvey Weinstein, you go and learn that I'm going to fucking split your ass like Moses split the Red Sea, motherfucker.
As a person that was bullied, who clearly has issues with power and all that sort of thing, I would probably be very quickly corrupted by the Death Note. I'm very self-aware of myself, and I was bullied as a kid, sort of thing. Like, I feel like if I had that much power at my fingertips, all at once, sort of thing, after a while, I would probably become corrupted. Like, I'd start off with the most worst people in the world, but as the time went on, like a pigeon goes over my foot in the park, I'm like, you crossed the wrong man here, pigeon. I'd probably become a little... would you get the Shinigami eyes? Now, the rules of the Shinigami eyes is, you can look at someone and instantly know their name. It hovers above their head, but your lifespan is cut in half. So say you want to kill someone, but you don't know their name. Like, you're looking at a guy that's stabbing someone, but you don't know their name. You could use the Shinigami eyes to know his name and write his name in the Death Note, but your lifespan is cut in half the second you have it.
Oh, no. Because you see, I'm not about like just killing people. You know, you got to. The thing is, when you have a bad guy, a guy that's like an enemy, you got to make him suffer. Kill him. It's too easy.
Again, you can write whatever you want. You can write this guy cuts off his penis with a rusty bread knife and then hangs himself. You can write that.
Yeah, no, you could. But the thing is, they're doing it to themselves. I want to be there and doing it myself. All right? If someone does it to themselves, it's like, okay, fine, they do it to themselves. I want to be there. I want to be the one that does it. All right? You get the satisfaction. My good man.
Okay.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Because you've got to make sure that your enemies, the last thing that they see is your face.
Jesus Christ.
When
never
they
fucking cross Rob.
When they submit to you and you break them. And then you can do whatever you want.
This is some Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit here.
Which, the new Texas
I'd love a horror.
The new Texas Chainsaw is actually coming out this year.
I've tried to watch a lot of.
We need to watch it.
Yeah, we will. We should go to the cinema together.
Yeah,
can't take my partner.
Well, we will.
I've tried to watch a few horror animes, and to be honest, I haven't really been, like, as we discussed before, scared as of much. Like, there's gory anime, there's shit tons of gory anime. That's the easiest fucking thing in the world, but proper horror anime, I've tried to watch a lot of, and it's never really gotten me that much.
Yeah.
Have you watched much scary anime? Or?
Well, no, not really, but do you know what actually is, and this isn't really, it's not sort of classed as a scary anime, but Spirited Away.
Oh, we mentioned that before.
We did.
Have you watched any of the other Miyazaki films? You lent me one of the Miyazaki films. Remember?
Was it Miyazaki, Castle of Cagliostro?
That's a Miyazaki film, Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite.
Have you watched Princess Mononoke or Howl's Moving Castle? Or
Howl's Moving Castle, 100%. That's actually an Irish story.
Do you know who voices Howl?
Yeah, Christian Bale.
Yes, he does.
And then we have...
Liam Neeson voices the guy in Ponyo.
And Billy Crystal, who voices
Calcifer.
Mike Wazowski for Calcifer, yeah.
My partner is a big fan of him. I got her a shirt for Christmas with Calcifer on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Have you never seen it? She wears it all the time at home, and it's got Calcifer on it. I got her for Christmas.
Calcifer, in the book, apparently, he's supposed to be like this massive blazing fire, as he is, like, all the time. In sort of the end bit when he, kind of bursts out, becomes this massive blue blazing fire.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's supposed to be like that. Like, through the entire story.
That'd be much better as a book, to be read.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. But,
it's all magic, so...
Yeah,
I love that. But hang on a second, before we get on to Howl's Moving Castle, you were talking about Spirited Away.
Spirited Away. Yeah, that's one of those films that you watch, and it's quite unsettling, when, especially when
Do you find No Face quite creepy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But what I find more quite creepy when watching it as an adult is the connotations of the fact that it's a brothel.
Oh, yeah, it's all a metaphor for the idea that a girl was sold by her parents to a brothel, and that's why they're pigs and all that.
They turn into pigs, and then she's this, like, girl, and there's the
wind spirit, that's an old man.
There's an old man that there's like...
Gives her a trinket for helping him, and cough. Yeah,
exactly. And she has to do this stuff, and... watching it, and it was you actually that told me about that. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, is that really true? Because I hadn't seen the film for ages. And then I watched it. I was like, fuck, like
it kind of fits.
like the connotations in this film are creepy as shit. And then there's also this other one that's like this really big, fat, kind of weird sort of spirit that climbs into a lift with her.
Oh, the radish spirit.
Yeah.
So sad, I know.
Yeah. Whatever. And she's kind of been like pushed up against the wall. You're like, oh man, he's definitely like. As an adult, it's like, oh man, he's definitely like a molester or something.
Oh, but the boiler man is lovely. The guy with all the spider arms.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But like when you watch it as an adult, you're just like, oh. Fuck, man, like, this is
dodgy.
It's so creepy. The connotators, like, as a kid, it's like one of those things, like, as a kid, you're like, oh, I didn't get it. But, like, as an adult, you're like, fuck.
Let's be really fair. That was just a theory. That's what it all represents. It's not confirmed.
No, it's not confirmed. But, like, when you're watching it, it's like, it's like... It's uncanny.
let's not ignore the fact that probably did and still does happen.
Oh, well, yeah, no, it definitely does. Like, fucking, like, trafficking and shit like that. Yeah, it definitely does. But it was like that film, it's like, oh my god.
Let's quickly lay down some ground rules here. The animation is amazing. The story is so fun. The characters are so unique and memorable. Yeah. Again, even Yubaba, the witch that runs the place, like...
Yeah, she's the madame.
Yeah, and all that, like... Right. Even with No Face himself, when he starts consuming people, and it's so amazing as a movie.
What's her name? Jen, the sort of older kind of woman. She's not really a woman, but...
I think
You
you're
know-
thinking of Sen, and that's
Yes,
the name.
Sen, yeah.
No, that's the name Chihiro was given when she joined the place.
No, the woman that's older than her.
The one that was looking after her, like a big sister.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like, oh man, like, she knows, like, what goes on here.
Well, you know, a lot of bathhouses and...
Yeah, and again, a bathhouse. It's like, you know, it's like, that has connotations
And
to
it's
it.
very
Like, when you're a
interesting, the
kid,
idea of how a kid's mind would invent all this stuff around the horribleness.
it's like trying to, cope with stuff. But again, like, calling something a bathhouse, you're like, okay, when you're a kid, you don't know what that means. But when you're an adult, you're like, oh, a bathhouse, okay.
But then how do
I
you justify
know.
the ending if all that was supposedly true and all the real, like, when she's eventually allowed to leave with her parents and all that sort of thing?
Well, we don't really know.
Nah.
Do we? It's left.
I don't think that may have been the intention, but it's definitely a very pliable theory. But let's go
Yeah.
on to Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, Howl's Moving Castle. So that's
Oh.
originally an Irish story
Love that so
about
much.
Howl's Moving
Really?
Castle. Yeah, no, it's originally an Irish story.
With the
yeah.
Witch of the Waste and everything?
Yeah, it's an Irish story. Originally, the music though has always stuck with me.
I'll let you in on a little secret here, he says, recording a podcast for the internet. One of the songs in that episode, in that film, is something me and my partner are going to use at the reception of our wedding.
Which is
It's
because I always remember that down, 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 down.
now the one we're using. It takes place in like the meadow. It goes.
Oh, that's a good one.
That one. I'm probably so sorry if I butchered. I had to use gibberish to get the tone across. But we're planning to use that one at our reception.
Oh, that's a good one. Again, once again, like a fantastic animation.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's a
I love how
gorgeous-
throughout the film the
Gorgeous
girl,
animation.
the curse wears off without her realising it. Like she'll keep the silver hair, but she'll suddenly become young and then old at random moments.
Yeah.
When
Well, it's not random. There's
It's
a
'cause of the
system.
love and that,
Yeah,
like, yeah.
There's the system to it.
defeated by the power of love.
Yeah. And there's a system to it, again, which...
What do you mean system?
Well, there's a system to why she becomes young and stuff like that. It's not just random. Like, there is a
Well, yeah, she's happy. She's
yeah,
happy
exactly,
with how.
exactly. Which is good. It's not just like, oh, she becomes this way because plot she needs to. There's actually a system why that happens.
Oh, like that moment when she had to go to the palace and Hal was disguised as the other thing. And his fucking teacher like slammed her staff on the thing and it became this hollowed fucking black
Yeah.
world with those dancing shears. Like, holy shit, that woman was not fucking around.
Yeah, you have like powerful. It's very much like sort of. It's very much like Harry Potter and stuff like that. You have like wizards and kind of magical abilities that not everyone understands, and she definitely doesn't. In Howl's Moving Castle, definitely doesn't understand because she's just like an average.
Yeah, she came from a hat
person.
shop, didn't she?
Yeah, exactly. But
which I like but even though she didn't have magic, obviously she goes to Hal's place and it's an absolute shit tip. And because she's so organised and probably cleans the hat shop, she was able to use those skills to like to be able to do something that Hal either couldn't or chose not to.
probably wouldn't.
Cleaning and all that. Even though he could have just used magic to probably clean his place, he just fucking didn't.
Yeah, he didn't because he
But
was.
I like to think she made herself a valuable part of the team.
And again, like I think that was much.
I'm not saying a woman's only trait to bring is cleaning. I'm talking in the
no.
context of the story.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's the context of the story, is that Hal was very, he's very arrogant.
Oh, the bit when his hair got dyed and he
Yeah,
fell
exactly.
into depression.
Exactly. He's, oh my god, I'm not beautiful anymore.
I
And
take
he's-
offence because he was ginger.
He's very arrogant and he's very self-conscious.
Well, yeah, he's a fucking little
And he's
prissy
quite,
boy.
and
Pretty boys.
even his teacher, whatever, master, mistress,
Can't remember.
said that he was very
Talented.
lazy. He's like very talented, but he's very lazy.
We worked with a few people like that in uni.
Yeah, a few. But the fact is that he was, and I think that it's a very nice thing, the fact that or a very interesting thing, the fact that the non-magic person actually did most of the work. It sort of got him out of this idea that...
well, yeah, you use magic to fight stronger magic, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You use human shit to fight stronger magic, it might work.
Yeah, and the whole thing is just like, oh, this whole place is a dump. It's like, just because you're a wizard doesn't mean that you're not a slob.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Calcifer as well. Like, I love the way like she would torment him with like taking away his wood and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Making
Because
him
again,
cook
she's not like part of the wizarding world, I guess.
There was a little boy as well, wasn't there? Like a young little apprentice. I don't know where Hal got him from, or we never got an explanation about that.
Yeah, or why, there's, a wizard that has a little boy. Oh, wait, no, that's like Harry Potter, isn't it? Whatever.
Well, Harry didn't live with Dumbledore. He probably fucking should have, but he didn't.
Yeah, but he couldn't have.
Of all the adaptations, I'm surprised in this day and age there isn't a Harry Potter anime. You'd think that would be one of the first things out of... because Harry Potter, in a way, took over the world. How there isn't a Harry Potter anime.
Definitely. Oh, I don't know why. I mean, it's different, though.
Give it an episode.
I would. I'd give Harry Potter, like, a TV series, definitely.
I'm not a massive Potter... I've watched all the films. I have no massive urging to rewatch them, but I'd watch an episode of the anime.
Oh, that was good. The books, I've been re-listening to the books. The books are fantastic.
Oh, with the lovely, buttery, creamy voice of Stephen Fry.
Oh, absolutely. Stephen Fry, man. Oh, so good.
Actually, this is actually a bit of a fun question. If you could take a piece of media that you love and turn it into an anime, what would you pick?
Ooh.
And this is like Police Academy, Lord of the Rings, Lethal Weapon.
So
you can make an anime out of any popular media you love.
Ooh. Ooh. Any piece of media and turn it into an anime.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's fucking tricky.
Proper anime.
Ooh, I'm torn between two.
Okay.
I'm torn between two. My first one is... okay, my first one would be...
Right.
Oh no, it's sort of like been animated before, but...
Just...
whatever.
We can go back and forth, it's fine. Like, what are you thinking?
That's not good.
We got dead air, say something.
Okay, so my first one would be probably... oh, fuck, man. That's a difficult question. Okay, I've got two.
Right?
Phone animes. It would be... My first one would be Breaking Bad.
A Breaking Bad anime.
Yeah.
Creative-wise, in terms of like animation, is there a lot to do with? Because again, it is very suburban, very sort of domestic.
Yes.
I do like the idea of like Jesse accidentally touching Skylar's tits and she whacks him through a wall. Like, we're doing this anime stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
very dark for anime.
I mean, anime is pretty dark.
Oh yeah, there are tons of dark animes. I don't know if you ever come across the Parasite anime.
So maybe a Breaking Bad one. It wouldn't be like a full length thing, but I'd like to have like maybe a couple of episodes, or like maybe like a 2 hour, so like a half and half thing.
And the other
maybe
one?
Or some stuff. The other one would definitely be... It'd be Harry Potter, but it would be Harry Potter during the pre-Wizarding War, before the actual Harry Potter books.
So what, like the what's it called? The fucking Fantastic Beasts sort of world?
No. Just after that.
Okay.
So, like, the original Order of the Phoenix that were formed.
Oh, right.
I think it would be that. Like, the first Wizarding War, I would like to have an anime about that.
That could be interesting.
That'd be cool, because then... and it would be
Magic,
dark.
so there's lots of anime potential.
Yeah, and it'd be dark as fuck as well, because you'd have, like, the Longbottoms being tortured into insanity.
Love to see that.
And, fuck yeah, dude. And then you'd have like these other characters, and then you have like Peter Pettigrew betraying the Potters to Voldemort.
Fun fact,
like,
in the Goblet of Fire,
shit.
you know how it was when he was showing that curse in the classroom and did that? Barty Crouch Jr., who was disguised as that, was the one that actually did that to Neville's parents.
No, it's Bellatrix that did the Cruciatus curse.
I swear he was one of them or something. Like he was there, did it too, sort of thing. Like
the Lestranges, Bellatrix Lestrange, and her husband were sent to Azkaban for doing the Cruciatus curse.
Oh, I heard it was him, and when I heard that, I was like, "Holy shit!" I mean, it's so much more darker. Yeah. The fact he's showing that in front of Neville.
Yeah, and well, I mean, Neville was already disturbed by it because it was like, "Oh, that's what it looks like."
I find it weird that magic can't cure insanity.
Well, it's because they were tortured just into insanity, like they just broke. You know, like their mental state, they were tortured so much they just broke. And originally in the book, Neville was supposed to kill Bellatrix, which I think would have been better.
That does make sense, rather than Molly Weasley.
Yeah.
Pulling a Ripley.
Yeah, and also, fucking... Yeah, get off my daughter, you bitch. I mean, to be fair, that's funny. But the thing is, fucking Order of the Phoenix, when Umbridge gets carted off, the line, "I'm sorry, Professor, I must not tell lies," that's not in the books. It's not. In the books, Umbridge just gets taken away by the Centaurs.
That was quite a good line, though.
Yeah, I know, it was way
better. A good
better.
bit of, like, movie payback.
That was the point. In the film, the line was way better than what actually happened. But anyway,
I like to imagine those Centaurs did horrible things to her.
Yeah, no, they definitely...
Very, very much extended penis things. Anyway, my list, you're going to kick yourself when I say my first one.
Am I? I'm not wearing it.
An anime of the Brendan Fraser mummy movies.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so good. Oh my god.
I told you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the fucking
gunfight? So good.
The gunfight on the boat.
The mummy themselves, the animation you could use, the scarabs and everything. Like
the scarab. Oh, that would be so good. Yeah.
Anime of those of the mummy movies.
That needs to happen. That needs to happen.
Well, Brendan Fraser's in a good mood at the moment.
Brendan Fraser. That needs to happen. That needs to happen. Yes. I concur. I concur. 100%.
I would absolutely love that. There's so much they could do with Imhotep's powers, and the animation could look amazing. Imagine Attack on Titan's animation on that.
And like the plane and shit. Oh, that'd be so good. Yes, 100%.
Let's. Funnily enough, the animation version of the Scorpion King would probably look better than the Scorpion King we got.
Yeah, no, that animation is not aged
Imagine
well.
you're Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You'd be like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, we want you to be the big villain in the Mummy movie. Like, that's great. He gets a call a day later. Yeah, there's been some changes where you can no longer be the actual bad guy. We're just going to CGI all that at the end. Like, so what do I do now? You appear at the start, you'll be in the desert, you'll lose a battle, and you'll eat a scorpion.
Also, it doesn't it doesn't actually matter because you're going to be in loads of other really good films. They're going to make you loads of really big stacks of money. So, don't feel too bad, Mr. Johnson.
Let's be fair, he got shafted in that film. Plants his face on a shitty CGI scorpion, and you just got the opening where he loses a battle and eats a scorpion.
Yeah, but look what else he did, though. Did
you see the standalone movie, The Scorpion King? It was shit.
I think I did, but I think I was quite drunk when I was watching it.
Yeah,
But the point is, though,
it's like Hercules meets Aladdin.
I mean, to be fair, though, he fucking, it doesn't really matter. Like, he's in loads of other films, so...
But yeah, if I had to choose another animation, I want to see an anime of this individual movie, Jumanji.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
I want an anime of Jumanji.
Oh, that would be cool.
That could be amazing because they could come
100%.
up with so many dice roll things and animate it all. It could be amazing.
Oh,
I know there was a animated TV show of Jumanji, and that was okay, but it was kind of bad because it was just like they roll the dice, they get sucked into the jungle, and that's the episode. It was shit.
Like, if you made like an actual like full length shit.
Yeah, like a proper anime of Jumanji.
Oh, yeah.
And I know they've got that current thing with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Jack Black and your
Karen Gillan.
Rob's
Love
waifu.
you. I wish. I love you, Karen. I truly do.
And Kevin Hart. I don't know if an anime of that would go down well. I mean, like the Robin Williams Jumanji. I want to see that animated.
Well, I mean, on the subject of like waifus, I would like to see an anime.
Oh yeah, that's a big
Karen
part
Gillan.
of anime, isn't it? The concept of waifus. Oh, we gotta wrap this up. Okay, Rob, who is your anime waifu?
Karen Gillan.
Anime waifu.
Oh. I'm trying to think of some.
I'm guessing you...
Oh, shit. Hang on. Wait, I'll get... Castle of Cagliostro.
Oh, holy shit, we got a reference here.
Yeah, we do. And I'm just going to look it up because... Castle of... No, not that. What even does that mean? What? Oh my god. Okay.
For reference here, Rob is quickly getting a reference up on his phone.
Yeah. Castle of Cag.
Out of all the vast amount of animes I've seen, my waifu is actually very different, but when I explain the practical reasons for why I choose her, I'm going to come off as a gold digger. And you get male gold diggers.
Man, I don't even fucking know if I can find the name.
What's the anime?
It's Castle of Cagliostro.
Right, okay.
Oh, Fujiko.
And this woman is your waifu from that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her name is Fujiko Mine.
Can I see a photo? Or...
yes, you can.
We'll try and describe it for the listeners. No one's listening.
Or you can look it up.
You know what? Yeah, look it up. Okay, can you explain why she's your waifu for us?
Hang on. I'll just...
Surely not just because she looks hot. Because, again, we've established you're not into hentai.
Oh, well, no, it's just literally because she looks hot.
Quick aside there. Have you ever watched anime-related pornography? It's the end of the episode. No one's listening.
I mean... yeah, I did, but I found it like really, really fucking funny. It's the. Are you fucking kidding me? Where are the? Oh yeah, no, there she is.
I'll quickly admit, yes, I am into it.
There she is.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah.
There's nothing to her. She's got an outline of hair, 2 dots for eyes, and a slither of mouth.
Well, you know what?
Why is she your waifu? Justify her.
Well, I don't.
Is it just because she has a gun?
No, I don't need to. You're the one that doesn't like her. I'm the one that does.
She's blonde. She looks like looks like the mother from F is for Family.
What's wrong with blondes?
Nothing, but she looks... Well, personally, I'm not into them. But she looks like the mother from F is for Family.
Well, that sounds like a personal issue.
Fine. My waifu is Bulma from Dragon Ball Z.
I'm just going to have to take your word on that.
Bulma is the blue-haired, very well proportioned heiress to the Capsule Corporation billions. So basically, the reason why I choose Bulma is because I will live my life pretty much as Vegeta, where I'll be married to pretty much a sugar mama, where I can just spend all day long training to my heart's content.
Okay, I do not know.
I told you I'd come across as a gold digger.
I do not know any of those names.
Wait, you don't know Vegeta?
I know of, but I don't know.
Okay.
I know that Vegeta is a character in Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, Bulma is pretty much...
Bulma's is also cider. Bulma's is a cider. I know that much. Hang on,
I'm trying to find a picture that's not a creepy, perverse version from Dragon Ball when she was much younger.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Okay, that's not too bad. That is Bulma. And she's a billionaire.
Oh, so she's rich.
She's rich, and like I said, I will be a kept man, but she's also smoking hot and very as perverse as I'll be as well. So that's my waifu.
Okay.
At least I gave an explanation for mine. Little Miss fucking drawn fucking hairline.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't know what waifu means.
Anime female you want to marry. Waifu.
Oh, I don't want to marry her.
Jesus Christ. Alright then, leave us down in the comments your favourite anime, your favourite waifu, your most nostalgic moments from animation, or even your opinions on how Japanese animation fares against Western animation.
Exactly. And I sincerely hope that you do, and I hope that the internet rays manage to reach out of your mother's basements. But if they do not, well then I guess we'll never know. But until next time, thank you, stay young, stay gold, and until next time, y'all have been listening to
Laughing on a Prayer.